Good morning, students. In today's lab session of programming and problem solving, we're going to start with C++. Here we are going to use DOSBox. Firstly, how you can open your DOSBox by using the command prompt. Here I will show you. I will write here CMD. Okay, I will share my full screen with you so that you will be able to know. Okay. Here I will write CMD. With the CMD command that I will write over the search bar here, your command prompt will be get opened. Here in the command prompt, you will get C:/ user / there are backward slashes are there. Then 91991, that is my folder name. Then I'm getting one cursor there. What does it mean? It means currently where I'm working in, C users, and this is my folder name. If I check manually whether this folder is existing or not, I will go over my system and will open C drive. It says, I will show you command prompt along with C users are there. Let's find this. C users are there. Yes, users are there. This folder is there. Yes, this folder is there. Suppose you want to create here one folder with your name. Okay. Here you can find out there is no folder that is existing with my name. If I show you, there is music, my documents, nethood, and after that there is OneDrive. There is no folder that is existing with my name. I can create a folder with my name by using the command cd, that is create directory. Directory means your folder name. Here I will write create cd. Sorry, I have to create folder. I will write md, then Neha. The folder has been created. CD is for change directory, not for create. Let's find out. You can find out the Neha folder has been created over here. Then if I want to, let's check this folder first. This folder is empty. Then go back to your DOS prompt. Then write here cd Neha. That means where I'm currently, I'm in C drive user. This is the folder name 91991. Then I'm in Neha folder. Then I will write here MD. File name is NC. Then I am going to create one more folder in my folder, Neha folder, existing folder. Then let's check over there. The folder NC has been created over here. Why it is required that we must learn these commands? Because we can open over DOSBox either by double clicking or by using the command prompt. I'm giving you some basic syntax that some basic commands are there. CD is for change directory and MD is to make directory. That means you can make your folder by this way also. Let's find out where is our turbo. DOSBox is existing. I will go to the C drive. In the C drive, you can find out there is turbo C++ has been written. That means this is my directory name. This is my folder name. You must remember your folder name, that when you are going to change the directory, means when you are going to give the path over here. Let's click over there. There is DOSBox is existing. Okay. How you can open? First is when you will double click over it, your DOSBox will be get opened. That is your C++ environment, IDE environment. What is the other way? I will go to the, this is the DOSBox. What is the other way? Here I will take an exit from here. I will quit. I will exit from here. Now I will close all the windows and will open CMD again. Here, if I look at my path over here, Okay, you must know that how you can use how you can open your DOS box by using the command line system. Okay, this is called disk operating system, that is your DOS, and this is command line system. We are having two type of system. One is called a graphical user interface, that is called GUI system. Other is called CUI system or CLA system. CLA stands for command line interface. Fine. Now I am working with command line interface. Suppose you are not going to open your DOS box by double clicking it. Then how will you open? By using the command prompt. Firstly, I have told you where my C Turbo C++ is existing. It is directly existing. I will show you again because path is very much important. This is in the C drive. Then there is Turbo C++ folder. It is not inside any other directory. It is directly with the C drive. When I open the C drive, then I can look at my Turbo C++ folder. Then if I look at here, where I'm currently existing, I'm in C drive, then in user folder, then 91991 folder, then I'm in Neha folder. Then what is the way to go back? Firstly, I will go to the CD, NC also. If I look at here, then I am in C drive user folder, then this folder, then Neha folder, then NC folder. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One drive and 4 folders are there. 4 drives are there. 4 directories are there. Sorry. Then how will I move to C here? One way is write down CD dot dot. If I will write CD dot dot, I will be one step back. Okay. If I want to come directly to the C drive, what I will do? CD backslash, then enter. You will be directly into your drive. Okay. Here, by default, the drive that will be shown to you where your operating system has been installed. Your operating system is installed in your C drive. So it is showing me C drive by default. Okay. So what are the commands that will be used when you want to move behind? One is CD dot dot. It will shift you one step back. And if you want to come directly at the drive, then CD backslash is there. Suppose you have installed your operating system in some other drive. Then how you can change the path here? Write down D colon. Sorry, D whether, let me check whether this drive existing is in my PC or not. This is not existing. That's why I'm getting an error. You can look at over here. If you try D colon as your system, if the drive is existing in your system, you won't get any error. I'm getting an error over here because except C, there is no any drive is existing in my system. Suppose you are having your C or you have installed your C in your D4 drive or in your E drive, then what is the way you can give D colon? You will directly your prompt will be moved to your that particular drive. Okay. Currently, I am in C drive where my Turbo C++ existing. Let's go to that part, that is change directory. Then we'll write Turbo C++. Then we'll press enter here. Now, currently where I'm in C drive and Turbo C++ folder. What I have to open? I have to open one exe file, that is your DOS box. You will write DOS. Here you don't need to give CD because DOS box is in file. Let me show you. Here you can check DOS box is a file. Okay, this is a file over here. Let's look over here. This is type of the file is .exe. Okay, that is executable file. Exe stands for executable. Okay, so we have to open DOS box over here. So you will write here DOS box only. When you are going to use folder, then you have to write CD along with. When you are going to access any file, then you have to write only the file name. Then I press enter. Now you can find out my DOS box will be get opened. This is your IDE environment. Let's talk about DOS box over here. That what is a DOS box? Let me share. Just wait for a moment. Okay, to continue with your DOS box, this is your IDE environment. IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment. I will write here IDE is that means Integrated Development Environment. What does it means? You are provided one sort of editor is there. This is your Turbo C++ compiler in which you can write your program. Okay, as in Python, here I will give you example. There is IDLE is there. It does mean what does it mean? That is integrated development learning environment. When you will open IDLE, you will get one sort of different editor. Here you are at your IDE. Don't say this is your blue screen will be appear. This is your blue screen, but in technically, you will say it as this is your IDE, integrated development environment, where you are going to write a program. Okay, just a minute. Here, I will show you few things. Firstly, this is menu where you will find file. Under the file, you will get some option that is new, open, save as, save all, change directory. I will look over the change directory where your program is going to store. Okay. As I have told you, sometime it could be possible that you have saved your turbo in your D drive. Then you have to change the path here. By default, it has been set as because I am having one single drive. So it has been set as C turbo C3 bin. My program will be stored over here. Okay, I will click OK. I'm not going to change anything over here. Then this is your DOS shell. When you will click here, then you will be at your DOS shell. I will write exit over here. DOS shell means the same thing that I have shown you before. That is command prompt. Here, there is an option where you will get your DOS shell. Then there is a quit over here. When you click over the new, you can open a new file. When you click at new, look over here. There is no name. Okay, 1 minute. There is no name 00. There is no name 02. Okay, no name 00.cpp. CPP stands for C++. But here we are going to learn C. So when we are going to save a file, we must use .c file extension. Here it is very important. Otherwise, your program will be stored by default as the file extension .cpp. Okay. You are aware with the file extension that here I have shown you your DOS box is your exe file. You must have listened about .mp3, .mp4. Okay. That means this is your file extension .cpp. If you will not give your file extension at .c, it will store it as by default .cpp. So it is mandatory to give .c at the end. Okay, as a file extension. Then there is edit option. When we go with the programming, then I will give you a more description about this menu. Then search is there, run and compile. For time being, for this time, I will show you what does run mean and what does compile mean. Okay. Firstly, you have to find the errors in your program. In the lecture, I have told you there is a one compiler is there. C is compiler based language. We must clear about this. So when you are going to run your program, you must compile your program first, then only you can run. Okay. The shortcut to compile is Alt plus F9. This is a shortcut. And to run your program, Control plus F9. Firstly, Alt plus F9, then Control plus F9. Okay. In today's lecture, you must know file where you will, when you will open, you will get a new file with the no name. Let's save it with some name. I will write here, save file as, I will give B1 underscore CSC. Okay, I will give it as, you must be clear about B1 space CSC dot C. This is my file name. Okay. I'm getting an error over here. The error is illegal file name. Illegal file name is means you cannot give a space where you are going to save your file. You can read out the error. The error is invalid drive or directory, because this is not the way to give a name of your file. You can give underscore. I can give underscore between B1 and CSC. This is a legal file name. Okay, I cannot give a space over here. Then press OK. Your file has been saved. Okay, your file name is B1 underscore CSC.c. You must remember that when you go, which file name that you are going to give, because with the name you can open your file. The shortcut is F3. When you are going to save, make one habit when you are going to learn programming. When you are going to edit in any source code, use F2 along with it, because sometimes it could be possible that if there is some electricity loss, then you may get no output, or your code will be get uh, disappear from your screen. When it will be this type of situation can happen. So make a habit to save your program while typing. Okay, here I am going to write a simple program. Firstly, give the comment over here. This is the comment way. Comment means the thing that is dummy to us. Whatsoever I will write here, the compiler will not give you any error. I will write here, write a program to print hello on screen. Here I will write Neha. Neha is my name. It is not recognized by the compiler, but compiler will not throw an error. Okay, when we will compile, then we will come to know. Okay, if you want to give full screen, there is one arrow which is appearing at the rightmost corner. You will click over here. Okay, at the end you can find out there is one star sign is there. That is, I am highlighting here. That is this is in the orange color. Okay, basically it is in white, now it is in black color with some orange background. What does it mean? It means my program is not saved. Okay, suppose you are working over your system and I will come to your system and I say save your program first. Then the question is, how I come to know that your program is not saved? By this way. Let me save my program. You can find out the star has been disappeared. As I will going to write a program, I have just press enter over here. That means I'm going to start editing in my program, and you can find out the star has been appeared again. Okay, now comes the 2:1 is there. What does it mean? 2 means the row and 1 means the column. Okay, if you consider here, where is my cursor? That is in the second row and it is in the first column. Now look at the leftmost corner that I am going to change the cursor. Okay, I will be in the row 3. As I will move the cursor one by one step, my value is going to change. Okay, that means my column value is going to change. If I press enter, then I am in third row and in the first column. Okay. Let me write a program. Firstly, What type of comment I have given over here? I will write here a single line comment I have given over here. Okay. I can also give a multi-line comment. A multi-line comment means, suppose I am writing the way is firstly forward slash asterisk sign, write a program. Then in the next line, I will write to print the hello. Then on the next line, I will write on screen. Then I will write Neha over here. Then how you will close a multi-line, that is asterisk, then forward slash. This is your, I will give one comment over here. This is the structure of your C programming. That is your multi-line comment. Why we use comment in C programming? First thing is, for you, there is one layman who is going to understand your project. One layman could be there, suppose I could be there, that is, suppose you have created your project, but I'm not able to understand the code of your project. What does it mean? So line by line, if you want to tell me something that I have written a function over there, I have created one structure over here, or for your understanding, you want to give as a comment something so that you can remember what you have written, then you can use single line. Then where you can use multi-line comment. So you have written a program which is of 100 lines code, and there is like something dilemma in your mind that the code could be right or you can write in by something other way, but you don't want to delete the code of 100 lines. Then you can make 100 lines in the comment that will not be read by the compiler. Okay. This is your documentation section. This is known as where you will represent your comments, will be known as your, I will write over here, documentation section. Then comes the header file section, or this is also called define section. Header file section or define section, what does it mean? Okay. Here, in today's lecture or today lab, I'm going to discuss only two sections over here. Okay, I will write a program, but what does it mean in detail? Today I'm going to discuss only two sections. Otherwise, your program, your structure of C++, composed of so many sections. Okay. I will write here hash include IO stream. Okay, stdio.h and hash include conio.h. These are your header files. What are header files? Why it is required? What does it mean? Okay. This is the structure. Just avoid this, what I am writing. You must only consider the output right now. Hello. I'm going to close it. Then is get ch. Then let's compile our program first. Then is I will go to the run, that is control plus F9. There is one error. Let's find out. The error is there. The declaration terminated incorrectly. Okay, let me save my program first. When you are going to run your program, when you are going to compile your program, I suggest you must save your program first. Then only you will write your program. Okay. Otherwise, you will get an error over here, and it could be possible that that error may terminate you from this screen. Okay. Then is okay. Then I will again run it. Declaration terminated incorrectly. There is no error in this there. A hash include stdio, hash include connew. Okay, let me. The error is int main is there and okay, return 0. Here it is given. Okay. Okay, I will show you over here. Uh, let's start with the header files first. Firstly, this is the header file. Okay, the hash is called preprocessor directive. I will write over here as a hash is your. Here I will write so that you can understand. Hashes means I will give in a comment. Hash is I'm saying pre-processor directive. Okay, one thing is when you work with your DOS box, why was I was getting an error over here? The reason was when I was working with the DOS box, a little bit syntax will be get different from your normal turbo compiler to DOS box. I will tell you what is the difference. Okay? Preprocessor directive is there. Hash stands for preprocessor directive. Preprocessor. Preprocessor means the puts before the starting of any process, then you are using it. If I look at in my simple English language, that is pre-process before to the any process to come into the form. I'm going to use this. Directive is to provide directions. I'm using here a very easy language so that you can understand what does it mean right now. Include, if I look at in my English language, it means to add. STDIO stands for standard input output. Standard input output means I'm going to display the uh, uh, name hello here. So I have to use a function that is named as printf. Printf is the function that I am going to use. If I will not add it, let's make it in a comment. Okay. Firstly, say my program. If I will not add it means either make in a comment or you can delete. Okay. So if I am not going to add a particular header file, but the function related to that header file that I am going to use, I will get an error. Here I am using a function named printf. The working of this corresponding function is in the header file hash include stdio.h. So it is mandatory for me to write. This is mandatory section. Documentation section, which I have written here, is not a mandatory section. You can skip it. Okay. But the other section, the header file section, that is the mandatory section. The function stdio stands for standard input. Next, I have written hash, that is preprocessor directive. Before the process to execute, to use, I have add here, include means add. Conio stands for console input output. I will also tell you which is the function that is concerned to connew. Firstly, your printf function, the working of your printf function, what the printf function will do, that is in the std. Okay, then you will get the output and it will be get hold over the screen. The functioning of that is in the getch function that you are going to use, that is in the connew. Here I will use one more function that is called clear screen function, that will clear your screen. Okay, clear screen function is also concerned with the connew.h. Okay, if you will not write the connew.h but you are going to use clear screen and get ch, you will get an error. So it is must to write that I have written here. It is mandatory. Suppose you are using some other function, it will depend upon which header file is containing the functioning of that particular function. Then you will add that corresponding header file. Here I am using only clear screen, get ch, which is in the connew, and printf, which is in the stdio. Let me save this program and run the code. Let's compile it. There is some warning over here. Function will not return a value. There is no any issue. I will run the code. Here is the output that is called hello. Okay, that is the same thing I have displayed. Here I have used int main section. Okay, you can either use int main or void main. If you are using here int main, that is your, I will say that is called main section. That will tell you your programming is going to start from here. It is mandatory to write int main, or you may also write here void main instead of int main. Okay, if you are writing int main over here, then you will write return 0. Return is a keyword that I have written. All the keywords will be appear in white. Okay, here you can find out int is appearing in white, return will appearing in white. That is the return. That is a keyword. You want to return any value? No, you don't want to return any integer value. So you are going to write return keyword with 0 and get ch. What is the functioning of get ch? That will hold the screen until you press enter or any key. This is the functioning. Clear screen functioning is to clear your previous output. Okay, I will write over here. Clear your previous output. This is the functioning of. I have include this coding into opening parenthesis, that is curly braces, that you generally say curly braces. Here I am using the curly braces over here after the int main, and here I am closing this curly braces. Okay, that is called the scope of the program. Where the scope of the program has started from here, this is called parenthesis. Okay, opening parenthesis, here I will write, this is called opening parenthesis, and here you will use your closing parenthesis. If you have open your parenthesis, then it is mandatory to close the parenthesis. This is the line by line coding. Okay, this is your header files. Two header files are here. First thing is, if you are using any function, it is mandatory to write corresponding header file. Then is other mandatory thing is, I will also write here, this is mandatory section. Your main section is mandatory section. You cannot write your program without using it. Okay, and the one thing is, in a single program, either the code is of 100 line or 1000 line or 5000 line, there should be a single main in your program. There should be only a single main in your program. Okay. Then there is starting of the code, where you will use clear screen, printf. Why I'm writing here return 0? Because I have written here int main. If I will write here void main, what does it mean? I will tell you what does void means and what does int means. How does it differentiate? Then here I'm getting no any error is there because, okay, I will tell you. Firstly, there is no any error. I have changed that int main into void main. Let me show you an error, what I was getting before. I have written here int main. Int stands for integer. I said start my main section having some integer format. But here I'm writing return 0 because there is no any sort of calculation over there. I'm just printing hello on my screen. Here I will edit it like hello B1. Okay, let me save and show you error. There is not an error. That's why my program was running. There is a warning. Firstly, unreachable code is there. Second is function should return a value. I'm using return as a keyword that I must write that type of thing that it should return any integer value. Otherwise, it is worthless to write. Okay. This is not any sort of error, so I was getting an output. So to avoid that warning also, you may write void. And there is no need to write return. Okay, I can skip over here. Okay, let me save it again. Compile it, no any error, run it, hello B1 is there. If